Welcome back to another episode of the flock. We had one little bird that he actually let. I thought we'd got them all in, but there was one little bird that come back later. I noticed that he was sitting down here, and I opened the door and he went straight in. So we actually did not lose any of these high flyers. So we had a couple out for 3 days. No, sorry, 1 day, and then we had one bird out by himself for 2 days. So that was quite good, and we didn't lose any to the falcons, which is fantastic. But the one that did come back, he has lost nearly all his tail feathers. He's only got a couple left, so he's pretty easy to find. I'm just going to give him all a feed shortly. This could be him. Oh, this is him here. He's hungry, so he's very friendly. You can see, it's hard to see, he hasn't really got much tail left. Come here. He's very friendly though, because he's probably hungry. He's been out all night. See if I can, it's a bit hard. Come here. Get a better look at his tail, but he done all right. Yeah, go for a fly. See how he's lost a couple in his tail there, poor little fella. He'll be right though. Give him a nice feed and a nice warm perch to sleep on tonight, and he'll be 100% tomorrow. You'll probably notice the next thing, I actually installed the trap today. Just whipped up a quick little thing, a bit of scrap timber I had laying around. So basically all I've done is put like a small little landing board here. Use some of the smaller wire on here so they can land on here. When I get a good board, I'm going to put a board on here across the top so that it's not this wire, but the wire will do for the time being, and we can start trapping them. I just used my old bobs that I had from one of my other lofts, because I've upgraded my other one. But it's going to work pretty fine. I'm going to put a little door on there. I've got also this training box here as well. See this little training box? This is off my little grey loft. What I'm going to do is, I want to try and trap train these similar to my other birds. So what I'll do is I'm just going to cut it off up here and across there, and just do a few little modifications so that this here can, by then we'll push right up against there and we can start trap training them on and trap train them. I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to do it similar to what I do with my racing pigeons. And this, having an entry like this, is going to help the birds that do come back late. So if we do have any that, like the last few days, if they do come out, we can get them back in pretty easy. They can either come back any time of the night or morning, just drop in. If I know there's some out still, I'll just leave that open. The only other thing I want to do is probably put a little door on here so that they can just go boop, straight through there. But we are going to start trap training them soon, I think. I've got some rings coming, like I said before. The little coloured ones off eBay, I think they are. I've got 100 of them coming. So I'm going to try and put them all on the young birds, and we're going to trap train all the young ones. Although all the old ones that went out yesterday and the day before, they all come back as well. So that's a promising sign. I think this hen was out too. I really like this black, darker colour. It's I find it much more appealing, this look, than, oh, that's not too bad. But there is a few that are a bit whiter. I do really like that colour, and I think there might be a few more like that. But what I'm hoping to do, I'm actually thinking about it as well, is when we get set up a bit better, is looking at picking out some of the ones like that hen I was pointing out to, and trying to cross them. There's another one up there actually with those darker colours, and crossing them into something else. I'm actually keen to breed my own kind of line of performance pigeons when it comes to flying. Not racing pigeons, but like a cross between a racing pigeon, but maybe 80% high flyer and then 20% racing pigeon, just because I feel like out here in this space with the falcons, we need that little bit extra speed and agility in them. These guys are pretty good, but I'm just feeling like I can have a little bit of experiment on the side. I'm very curious to see how that goes, but I won't go too much into it. But I really want to maintain this kind of colorway, which is the darker on the white. Just drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. It'd be interesting to see. We can do a couple of rounds, see how they fly. They perform pretty well, and also outlast hawk attacks. Then I think we are in along a very good path to breeding something pretty cool and different. So it'd be kind of like a hybrid high flyer, something different. I do like these guys, but after a few things yesterday, I feel like we could, you know, take a turn in the road and head down a different path and just see where we can go with it. These guys are nice, but I want to try something different as well. So look at this little guy here. He's come along quite well. The only other thing I want to try and do is get some rings as well. I like this colour one here. It's beautiful. I could even try and get a tiger grizzle racing pigeon and cross it with one of these and just see maybe one round, and we can just raise them as with the high flyers, see how they go. Actually, this little guy's really cool. See how he goes. That's off the hen that produces a lot of babies. But on this channel, we're going to try a lot of different things. We're going to have our high flyers. Eventually, when we do get, I've been clearing all this area out here. I've got a lot more to clear out here because I want to put all my lofts reasonably close to the house. We've done a bit of clearing, but once we get to that stage, we can really start, you know, playing, adding some more birds, different varieties, and I'm going to build a much bigger cage with many different sections for all different types, and get them all flying properly, and hopefully get a little handle on this falcon situation, because it is overly concerning at the moment. Although the birds have been performing pretty well, even yesterday I was surprised that some of these birds stayed out for the amount of time that they did, and we only lost a couple of tail feathers on one bird. That's actually reasonably impressive, because these guys a little bit different than the old racing pigeons when it comes to flying, and definitely separating these guys in the very near future as well. I've gave these guys a bit of a mix. I just feed these guys the same mix that I'm feeding my racing pigeons, because it has got a lot of wheat, safflower, kalo, things like that. Only thing I've added onto this is hemp seed oil and garlic oil, and put in some pink mineral powder, which you'll see down the bottom here, which is that more pinky stuff. So that's really good for them. We'll give them a bit of a feed. I do have, I think I mentioned in other videos, but I do have a whole bunch of new feeders coming, which will be good, because we definitely need it now. I've got really big ones coming. I've got 6 of them, so I think that's a good start. I might have to buy a lot more of them actually in the coming future. These guys are getting pretty excited. I'm hoping to sit this over here so I can hand feed them a little bit. I just want to get them tame and also start getting them used to my whistle again. Come on! Come on! Come on! It's okay. Come on! Just because when I start trap training them, I want them to associate that whistle with being fed. Come on! Come on! Come on! And I really need them to get... They are very tame, but it's just been nice to get them used to my hand a bit more. I'd like to be able to hand feed them some more, and I've got that stupid chicken over there. I need to sort her out. Come on, little penguins. They're kind of like little penguins, these guys. They're pretty cool. Come on. Get here. I've told you. Chickens in a nest box. So make sure you head down the description, check out the links down below to my other channels. If you want to subscribe to them, definitely do so. We're slowly starting to ramp up. We're slowly starting to win the battle of the million jobs and tasks that I'm currently undertaking. So that is one, and that is definitely one in the right direction. I do like that. So I'm going to catch us all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm definitely trying to get to that daily video grind on this channel, because I definitely enjoy it, and I enjoy these birds. I definitely want to get decent flock up flying. So I'm going to see you all in the next video. Stay safe. Catches.